This is the test review video for numbers 1 through 6. All right, so for all these, we're solving the equations. We have various equations, fractions, absolute value. What we really want to do is get the variable term on one side and then get it by itself. So if we take a look at the first one, I see that I have 7a on one side and 2a on the other. I'm going to move the 2a to the other side. Since it's positive, I'm going to subtract it. That leaves me with 5a on the left, 27 on the right. So to solve for a, undo the multiplication of 5 by dividing both sides by 5. So your final answer is 27 over 5 or 5.4. I will take either fraction or decimal. For number 2, to undo a fraction that is being multiplied, we multiply by the reciprocal. But whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. On the left, they cancel out and we're left with just x. On the right, if we want to do this without a calculator, we're going to put 9 over 1, multiply across the top to get 36, across the bottom to get 3, and then 36 is divisible by 3. We get 12 as our final answer. All right, number 3, we have those invisible parentheses around the binomial in the numerator, so we do have to multiply both sides by 6 to start to free that numerator up. So we get r minus 8 equals negative 42. So the only other thing to get r alone is to add 8 to both sides, leaving us with negative 34 as our solution. Number 4 is our first absolute value equation on this page. Once the absolute value bars are alone, we need to split up into our two possible scenarios. The first one where it's positive 13 and the second scenario where it could equal negative 13. All right, start our solving process. Subtract 1 from both sides of both equations. We get 3x equals 12 and 3x equals negative 14. And then divide both sides by 3 for both equations. Our two solutions, our first one gives us 4, and our second solution gives us negative 14 thirds, and I'd be okay if you said that was negative 4.7. All right, number 5, we need to distribute and get our like terms first. So when we distribute the 3, we get 3n plus 15, and don't forget to bring down that minus 6. And the right side doesn't need to change. All my like terms are together. However, on the left side, I'm still not done getting my like terms simplified. 15 and negative 6 add to positive 9. So the left side is 3n plus 9, and I get 3n plus 9 on the right. Now this is looking a little interesting, but let's get our variables together. When I subtract 3n from both sides, they actually both cancel out, and I'm left with 9 equals 9. Because that is a true statement, it's all real numbers. We have that fancy little r. All right, number 6, we could distribute the 1/3, but that would make our life more difficult. If we multiply both sides by the reciprocal, we can get rid of the whole fraction altogether. So 3 over 1 is the reciprocal of 1/3. On the left, it cancels out what's in front and leaves us just the y plus 2. And on the right, 10 times 3 over 1 is the same as 10 times 3, which is 30. Get y by itself by subtracting 2 from both sides, and our final answer is 28. That concludes this video. Check back for more.